Okay, I mean, we invade level 1. Get first blood. Doesn't make sense for us to level 1 invade. I mean, you have Syra E, so yeah, I guess it's not a bad thing for you to invade here.
I mean, Nocturne is pretty strong early, but yeah.
Yeah, but for invading specifically, you need like CC.
Yeah.
And that would be Syra E. So you start on her bot side. End up fighting here. A lot of fighting happening, but it's good for you because you're on that side of the map and Lilia isn't, so that should be pretty free.
Yep.
You hit this Q, then she's dead. Yep. Be a little bit careful of Seraph if he defends the Raptors. Doesn't really want to step up too far, it seems. You get a level 3. Ah, you don't because he got one of the small Raptors. And you didn't finish. Here you shouldn't chase any more than this. I think you end up dying here, no?
I think no, I escape because of her E.
Okay, we do end up escaping. But the reason why we shouldn't chase past this point is because so far everything is fine, everything is fine. Still fine. Still fine. You turn. You miss the Q. And now all we want to do is just get him low HP.
Yeah.
And now we don't want to go anymore. Because you know their bot lane is coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really risky for you to go. And it's simply because you missed the first Q. If you hit the first Q, you could maybe chase and you can kill or whatnot. But because you didn't hit that Q, their bot lane ends up going. Luckily, you don't end up dying, but different champions, you would have been dead.
Yes.
So yeah, you focus too much on killing Seraph, where it's more just like, okay, I just want to poke him out a little bit. Get him low HP. Okay, so what do you think you should do now that you base? Where should you go?
Go bot side, but I go top side. Idiot me.
Yeah, you should go bot side because, like we talked about before,
Yeah.
you have to expect that your top side is gone because of what
Yeah.
you've been doing on bot side.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, then it's just good for you because then you have camps. But of course, Lilia's been there. She took everything, and we end up being on bot side anyway.
Yeah, and we lost so many times. Yeah, that's the problem. I never, by the way, do that again with the Nocturne. These stupid early plays.
I mean, it was fine. You got the kills. It's just past, like, it's just the fact that here, if you stop here and go back, then you can get to your blue buff and start clearing that at like 250, right?
Yeah.
You can be doing your next jungle camp at 250 if you just stop here. But the problem is you keep chasing, you get to low HP. Because you get to low HP, you can't keep farming, so you have to base. When you then base, you take the wrong decision, go to top side, and then you end up on bot side. So it ends up, instead of you being able to farm your camps at 250, it ends up being, yeah, 350. So a full minute has just been wasted because you overchased into lost HP, then you base, which was the correct thing to do at the time, but then you went to the wrong side of the map, and now you're back. And that's the problem. Lilia has been farming the entire time. So even though you got kills and you're like, oh, I actually do better than Lilia, because of the mistakes you did and the amount of time you lost, Lilia is actually ahead of you now. Maybe not on gold because of the kills, but she's definitely ahead on XP. And if you have a look, actually, she is even with you on the gold as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad to go for the kill and the fight and everything, and even onto Seraph. It was just bad to overchase him.
Yeah.
That is what cost you, and it cost you a lot.
True.
Seraph is low mana, so I think it's fine for you to do in their bot lane. It's underneath the tower, so I think this is fine. Then you spot the Lilia. Here you don't want to fight here instantly. Because the reason why is because look at the wave.
Yeah, true.
Their bot lane doesn't have to step up to this wave just yet. And your bot lane will have to kill 6 minions first, let the wave crash before their bot lane is losing anything. So if you decide to fight right here, their bot lane just moves, they don't lose anything.
True.
So you have to play this really, really slow, and what ends up happening most likely is just Lilia will get the camp, and then we can't do anything. Maybe you can just sit and play 3v3, and just say, okay, Lilia, I make sure you cannot gank, because my bot lane can poke your bot lane, and you can't do anything when I'm here. Yeah. So you basically just end up wasting Lilia's time. That's what you end up doing. Yeah, this is really, really risky. We end up giving multiple kills to Lilia. Yeah, and she gets a triple kill now, and now she's really fed. And this is a problem because she saw her. So you know where she's going to. She's going into bot side or she's going into Crux. You still have winning bot lane, so they're fine. Mid lane, it's like even. Top lane, slightly ahead. But you are really, really far behind now.
Yes.
You do end up defending your own blue buff, so that's something. We end up getting the shutdown onto Lilia, so that's also something. But that's more just Lilia making a mistake. Like, she just overgreeded after she got a triple kill. She's like, nah, I also need blue buff.
Yeah.
And now we are doing the same thing.
Yes.
We are also, again, just fighting. When, again, there's Crux up, red buff is up. You have 2 jungle camps up, 2 jungle camps up. Scargrab is spawning, Drake is up. There's so many options for you to get gold, but we choose to take only
I don't know.
Gold from kills.
I don't know why this happened in this game.
So what I can tell is you are level 4 and we are at minute 7.5. So you'll be level 5 by the time we're minute 8.
Yeah, indeed.
And it's not to say what you're doing is bad. Okay, this is quite bad.
This is super bad.
So, as I said, now you should be level 6.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're not level 6, we wasted 1 minute by overchasing the Seraph. Then we wasted probably another minute by tower diving a bot lane instead of just playing defensively 3v3. And now we probably lose like another 30... Well, then we lost 30 seconds because then we fought on bot lane. Now we lose 30 seconds because we die on mid lane. So out of 8 minutes, we wasted 3 minutes doing weird shit.
Yes.
And let's say you're level 5, that would still be shit. Because you should be a full level ahead of this. You should be level 6.
No.
And then now that you would then be level 6, now you would get those kills anyway. Because you just press R on them. Especially in a champion like Seraph. He is super free. Even Teemo maybe to some extent you can just press R on and he will die. Now you get another kill. Very good. You're level 6. You're playing a champion correctly now. So now what ends up happening is if someone ints, you gank them. If someone doesn't int, you wait for your ulti. When you have ulti, you press R again.
Yeah. I think I played it much better later, but we lose the game.
But here, again, problem is, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
We don't get as much XP from minions as we do from jungle camps.
Yeah.
And same thing here. We're fighting, but we don't have ulti. Yeah, we get 1 kill, but if Warwick just played a different champion, then he would have been dead. Now you're level 6. So now I want you to make a play. Maybe not now if you have a lot of gold, then obviously you can base first and make a play. But I don't want you to make a play when you don't have ulti up. Unless the enemy team is hinting. I don't want you to chase Warwick for 10 years or gank bot lane without ulti and whatever. Exactly. Again, now you're playing a champion.
Yeah.
Help them shove, that's fine. Back to farming. See, this is fine. Why is it fine? Because he is inting.
Yeah.
Then we punish it. I don't know what this warrior is doing. He's inting, so it's fine to kill him. But if he's not inting, then we shouldn't try and kill him. But if you are just on the lower amount of deaths, then you're generally doing fine. You're not being affected too much from it. Here, this is fine. You press R, you get a kill. But now we should not chase anymore. But you end up chasing and you have to burn your flash because of it.
True.
Now, again, back to farming. Either farm your Raptors, Crux, base, or farm Raptors, Crux, play Rift Herald if you see they go Drake. Which kind of seems to be the thing, because still is bot side. So I'll just farm Raptors, Crux, Rift Herald, maybe top scuttle, base, then you have ulti up again, look for another kill, farm jungle camps again. Yeah, obviously clear the control ward here, but yeah. They get the Drake. Kinda to be expected. We trade Rift Herald, that's fine. It's the best we can do in this situation. Take the Scuttle Crab as well. If you can and want and need the gold, you can go into her Grump. Because you have your Syra and you have Seraph. Or not Seraph, you have Set. I think we need to use Herald just here. Because we're not gonna get the tower just yet. It'll be close, but not yet. It's a little bit greedy.
Yep.
Yeah, in this situation, what I want you to do is here, take Rift Hilt, it's fine, we trade. Now look. You have 3 members here. 2 members are down here.
Top side.
Go here. Set pushes. Maybe you can herald into top tower tier 2 actually and get more gold out of it.
True. I was too focused on the we got.
Because worst case scenario it'll be 3v3 on top side. But then you have Orianna who can then push mid lane, right? Because there are 2 people here, they show. So in this situation, I think Lilia should definitely not be doing Grump right now. And she should probably also be dead. Zed actually, does she solo bolo it? No, almost, right? So this Lilia should have been dead. You should have had that Grump. You would have numbers advantages on top. You would have a big wave to push on top. She won't be able to defend. Boom, another tower. Maybe you can even get a tier 3 tower proc. And then you just base. The problem is now, trade. We get random tower, okay. But we don't get ahead. We just go even. The entire game. Like you said, you think enemy team outscales. I also think they outscale. So team score cannot be 17 to 16 at 16 minutes with 1-1 in Drakes. That's not good for us. That's good for enemy. They will be like, yay, we're even, guys. And we should think, fuck, they're even. You are halfway through the game before you start losing. If this game goes 30 minutes, GG.
Yeah, and that's what happened, I think. Because at some point we couldn't win.
Yeah, I mean, the longer this game goes, the less of chance you have to win. It's still fine, you can still win the game from now, but this is not a good state for you to be in. They are more happy being here than you guys are. It's 4v4 for this Drake, so you can take the fight. You have Orianna, who's team fighting champion, so decent 2-man ult. Let's see how the 4v4 fight ends up going. We get 1, we get 2, we get 3. Yeah, pretty good. We get a Drake because of it. Okay, now there's some chance that we can win. Okay, that guy's hinting, we punish it. We farm up pretty good. But now you have to do one of two things. You know you get outscaled. Game state is not the best.
Yeah.
You have to say, okay, either I flip Baron within the next 5 minutes and then use that Baron to actually hardcore push and get some inhips and whatnot. Or you say, okay, we have 2 Drakes. I think we can get 2 more Drakes before the game is over. But in this situation, I think that even if you get 2 more Drakes, the timer will say 4 plus 5 plus per another one. So it'll probably be 32 minutes and then you'll have soul.
Yeah.
I don't think that this soul will be enough.
Yeah.
So at this point, I would play more towards flip Baron. Pick off into Baron, play topside, get vision, force a fight, go Baron, anything like that. Because this already now, from this, does not look good. I think there's a less chance of you being able to get to soul and win than there is for you to flip Baron and potentially win.
I understand, yeah.
If you had 3 Drakes, I would say just play Drake. But they have that 1 Drake. And that's not to say that it was bad, because we just traded that Drake for something else. It's everything before, meaning that we're now even. That is what is bad. Here, the problem is Zed is dead here. And now we look for pick off 4v5, technically. And you just use your ulti. So I don't think it's the right time to look for picks. Because Zed is simply dead. He does have TP, so now if he TPs it could be fine. But Orianna will die regardless, Syra ends up dying, and again, it's just trade.
Yeah.
Ulti onto Kai'Sa, yep, good. He flashes, that's fine, don't overchase. Arashur is dead. Teemo is pushing on side lane. That will defend against Teemo. But again, it's a 4v3 fight because Escher is dead. And now it just looks worse and worse.
Yeah. That's how it continues now.
Go on to Teemo. But they get another Drake, so now you can't even play for soul as a win condition.
Indeed.
And now there is only flip Baron, but even if you flip Baron, they are kind of long range and can wave clear. Again, we're looking for a play, but Orianna's top lane, no one has matched her. Set is bot side, no one has matched her, so this is a 3v5.
Yeah.
And then because of that, they get Baron, and now the game is just over.
Yep, exactly.
Wait for your ulti again, then go on to Kai'Sa, you know she doesn't have flash. I would much rather have you just go on Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
Straight up, like, wait 2 seconds, ulti on Kai'Sa, go in. And then, yeah, they will just start pushing, open up the base.
Game over.
And they just end, yeah.